What on earth did you? What was your response when you received this letter? This letter to plug two of the UK's only viable extraction sites.
Well, I was shocked, like I'm sure most, if not all of your viewers will be. I wrote back to the government and I suggested that they consider alternatives. I said to them, these are the only wells that you can use to access the shale. Surely you can do something better than fill them full of cement. And I'm afraid I never got a response at all from the Business and Energy Department, and not a very satisfactory response as you've seen from the Oil and Gas Authority. So it would seem to me that our government is more intent and happy to import shale gas across the Atlantic by ship from America or gas from Russia than it is to develop our own resources, which I find incredible, and I'm sure your viewers will find incredible.
Now, the former Prime Minister, Theresa May, imposed what she called a moratorium on fracking in the United Kingdom. Now, that doesn't imply an outright ban. Where are we in terms of whether or not fracking may be able to be pursued in the future?
Well, you're quite correct, and we have made, and other companies such as ours have made many efforts to persuade or interface with the government to turn back that moratorium. But I'd have to say that there has been very little interest shown in doing that, and very little interest shown in developing our onshore gas resource, which, as we know, has the potential to supply gas to this country for decades to come. And even the Climate Change Committee, who are probably more aggressive than most in the pace of wanting to change to renewables, accept that gas will be needed. And of course, everybody watching this will know their gas bills are about to go through the roof. Whereas, as you've shown, gas bills or gas prices in the United States are 5 to 6 times lower than in the UK. 5 to 6 times lower. And that's because of shale gas.
Well, what would you say to those who say that might be all very well and good, that natural gas might be cheap and we might be sitting on a lot of it in the UK, but to extract it would be to go against the commitments that we made in Glasgow, our commitment to net zero? Sure, it might be a cleaner source of energy than coal, but it's a lot dirtier than wind or solar or indeed nuclear power.
Well, the energy policy, if I can put those two words into one sentence, in the UK used to be about clean, affordable and secure. And I would suggest that the last two parts of that have been dropped. And listeners will probably conclude the same. It's all very well having clean energy, and I'm certainly not against that. But if you can't afford it, you end up with no energy.